Welcome to our series on women in Hinduism, traditions and progress. Today we are going to explore a fascinating question. What are the diverse roles of women in Hinduism, from ancient scriptures to modern times? To answer this question, we need to understand the sources and teachings of Hinduism, which are divided into two categories, Shruti and Smriti. Shruti means that which is heard, and refers to the Vedas, the oldest and most authoritative scriptures of Hinduism. Smriti means that which is remembered, and refers to the later texts, such as the epics, the Puranas, the law books, and the commentaries. These texts present diverse and sometimes contradictory views on the position and status of women in Hinduism. Let's explore the roles of women in Hinduism throughout history. We'll divide our discussion into three main sections. 1. Women in the Vedas. 2. Women in the epics and the Puranas. And 3. Women in the modern era. Women in the Vedas. The Vedas affirm the dignity, equality, and responsibility of women and men in Hinduism. They outline the rights and duties of women in various aspects of life, such as family, marriage, education, work, and worship. For example, the Rig Veda states, "The wife and husband, being the equal halves of one substance, are equal in every respect. Therefore, both should join and take equal parts in all work, religious and secular." Rig Veda 5, 61.8. And the Atharva Veda says, "May she for whom I take your hand be a mother of heroic children, be devoted to the gods. May she be the queen in your father's house." Atharva Veda, verse 14.1.64. Fun fact! According to some scholars, there are more than 30 women sages who composed hymns in the Vedas, such as Gargi, Maitreyi, Lopamudra, and Ghosha. Women in the epics and the Puranas. The epics and the Puranas present a mixed picture of the roles and status of women in Hinduism. They depict women as ideal wives, mothers, and daughters who are loyal, devoted, and obedient to their husbands and families. However, they also portray women as powerful and independent, challenging the norms and expectations of their society. For example, in the Ramayana, Sita is the epitome of virtue and fidelity. She follows her husband Rama into exile, endures many hardships and trials, and resists the advances of the demon king Ravana. Fun fact, Sita is also considered an incarnation of Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, who is the consort of Vishnu, the preserver of the universe. Women in the modern era. Women in the modern era face diverse and complex challenges and opportunities in Hinduism and society. They have to balance their traditional roles and duties with their modern aspirations and rights. They have to deal with issues such as gender discrimination, violence, dowry, child marriage, widowhood, and education. However, women in the modern era are also active agents and leaders who seek to empower themselves and reform their religion and society. They use various forms of scholarship, activism, innovation, and art to express their faith and identity and create positive change in their communities. Fun fact, Sarojini Naidu, also known as the Nightingale of India, was a poet, freedom fighter, and the first woman governor of India. She was a prominent figure in the Indian independence movement and a close associate of Mahatma Gandhi. As we have seen, the roles of women in Hinduism are diverse and dynamic. They reflect the richness and complexity of Hinduism as a religion and a civilization, as well as the challenges and opportunities of living as a Hindu woman in different times and places. How do you feel about these roles? What are some of the benefits and drawbacks of having them? How do you relate to them in your own life and faith? We hope this video has sparked your curiosity and interest in learning more about women in Hinduism. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos, and thank you for joining WOMANISM. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Until next time.